Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video to give you any kind of updates on what's going on here at the shop. I get a lot of questions from y'all asking, what did you do to your shop lately? What have you done to your side-by-side? What accessories you putting on? We get a lot of questions, and today I'm going to answer a couple of those questions, but we're also going to be installing a SuperATV flip-up windshield on our R-Max 4. And I get a lot of questions about the cart that I use, different tools that I use, my bench, my setup. You know, you guys are pretty observant because there'll be something in the background and you'll say, hey, what was that back there? And I have to look at the video and I have to look pretty close to see it. So you guys are pretty observant as to what's going on, and I know you can't miss this. This is a 2014 E350 14 passenger van that we just got for our rentals and tours that we're doing. We have a lot of people coming in from Nashville and they need a ride down to Middle Tennessee. So we're about 60 miles south of Nashville, and we're going to use this to go pick them up and shuttle them down. We're going to be wrapping it, painting it, doing all kind of cool stuff, getting our logo on there. But for now, I am putting a new transmission in it because when I bought it, the transmission was bad on it. So I dropped a tranny the other day, took it, I'm getting it rebuilt. Going to get that put in. We're going to get rocking and rolling with that. So that is one project we're working on. And then also this cart right here, I get a lot of questions about this bad boy. Check this out. This is my tool cart. I have this where I can pull this around to whatever I'm working on. It's on wheels. You just pull it. And this here is not a real super expensive cart. As you can see, I just take off all the branding and labels. I got it at Harbor Freight. I put a air compressor down here in the bottom, and then I just keep my hoses, and then also keep like my soapy water right here. So if I have a flat, I can just spray it down. I got stuff over here like WD-40 braking parts cleaner. Up here, you know, I've got my electrical stuff in here. Over here, I've got some other kind of tools that you use on a daily basis all throughout my cart. So basically anything that you use, like I use this battery tester here a lot. And then also down here I got some other stuff, got some, you know, tire plugs, got magnet with the reacher on the end. That thing's super valuable. Got my dielectric grease. Got all kind of cool stuff in here. So that's kind of what that is right there. I get a lot of people asking about this thing. Got my gloves up here. Of course, got some hot coffee here in the morning. Something else I did with this tool cart, you'll notice I have a cell phone charger here. Right here is the bracket to mount it. What I'll do there is I'll put my phone on there a lot, and that way it's always there if somebody's calling or texting, or maybe I need to check out a YouTube video if I'm working on something. But I got this power strip back here, got that at Harbor Freight too. It's magnetic. Just sits on there. I plugged in my air compressor. I don't know where that goes. Oh, that's my tunes. Got paper towels over here. You know, you just want to set yourself up for convenience. That's the biggest thing when you're working on stuff. So this thing is awesome though. But today, this is what we're looking at. We're going to be putting this SuperATV windshield on the R-Max 4. This is a flip-up windshield. So I like the flip up windshield because if it's hot, you put it up. If it's raining or cold, you put it down. Let's talk a little bit about these instructions. I will tell you this. I have put on probably 4 or 5 of these windshields on the razors that we have at the shop that we rent out, and they were a little easier than this one. This one here looks to be a little bit more complicated. There is a lot to putting this windshield on. So we're going to go ahead and spend some time and get this knocked out and get this windshield put on. But you can see the directions pretty intense. There's a lot to it. I mean, it's not just a matter of throwing it on there and you're done. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed, and let me go over something with you about this windshield that I didn't even know. And we buy a lot of these SuperATV windshields for our rentals, but let's see here. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so if we get to this part right here, you will see that there is a lot of do nots on here. And if you do anything outside of the realm of what SuperATV says you can and can't do, they will not cover it. It won't be warranted. Do not use Rain-X, Plexus, any other protector, wax, polish. Don't use window cleaner, fluids, 409, any solvents, gas, anything, like basically you're just supposed to use water and clean it off. You can't use a squeegee. There's a lot of things on here that you can't do, and if you do any of those, you probably will scratch the windshield. And then I know there was another label somewhere that said as soon as you remove this, you cannot return it, which is like this blue wrap on here. So once you do all that, as a matter of fact, I think it might be, oh, yep, right there, that attention. Yep, this item can't be returned once you pull that off. So you want to make sure that this is going to fit your machine, and when you pull that off, don't scratch it because you cannot send it back. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed. Here we go. All right, y'all, we are partway through the install. As you can see, I still have the windshield over here, and I've got a lot of the stuff that came in the kit, all the hardware kind of in place. This is kind of where we're at in the step on the directions. We are on page 7. And if you come over here, I was actually doing a time lapse, but I stopped it because I had to do a lot of adjustments because I had these rigid mirror lights on there, and they were here, and it kind of interfered with the lower portion of the windshield. So I kind of took those off for now, just zip tied them, just got them hanging there. And then I got all my wires for my light bar. Then I also have all my rugged radio stuff up top there that I have running down along the A-pillar. So I had to move a lot of that stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out where it's going to go, how I can make it fit nice and neat, and the wires aren't going to get pinched. But I got my brackets on here, and one of the keys to this whole thing, because there's a lot of moving parts, is to keep everything loose so you can move it whenever you get everything in place. A couple things I'm not wild about is I had to replace the stock hardware, and you get this shiny silver kind of assy looking hardware, if you ask me. Like even up here, you know, I would just much rather it be black. I think black would blend in better with the OE looks, you know, be more stealthy. It just wouldn't look all kind of flashy and blingy and just kind of out of place. I don't know, I'm just not wild about that. I think the hardware should be black. It should match with what you're putting it on. So we got a ways to go yet. Just wanted to stop and show you a couple things, tell you where we're at, and here we go, we're moving on. All right, guys, we have a showstopper. It appears that we have to have this part of the windshield against this part of the roof. And as you can see, I got all my rugged radio stuff up here. Got it all tucked in, nicey nice up here. All my wires going through the roof. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this to go against this. So I think I need to think about this and regroup. So y'all just stand by. I need to try and figure this out. Stand by. All right, y'all, so after some thought, I figured out up top here what I was gonna do. And actually, I kept it kind of the same as stock, except for this is actually the windshield, the plexiglass part of it. I painted it black and almost gave it like a visor look. But what I did was I came inside here and I trimmed it off. So if you look, they had it coming to here, but obviously that's not going to happen with my speaker, my radio, all my stuff up there. There's no way I could get that windshield up to there. So I trimmed it off and basically made it come to this lip. And I still put the rubber gasket on here that they provide. So I kind of did that and bolted it to this bar. So it worked out pretty good, actually. It's still really steady, and that's exactly what we needed to do. One of the first things I did was, let's go over here and take a look, I'll show you, is I took a piece of cardboard and I made a template, and basically the holes where it's gonna go in, just to make sure that I didn't cut it too short, too long, because cutting plexiglass is not easy. Well, there we go, guys. The SuperATV flip-up windshield is installed with a few modifications, and we are ready to hit the trail. I'll see y'all. Take care. Have a good one.